Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm here today for another player interview. Today, I'm going to be doing another women's basketball interview. And today, we'll be with 6'1" forward out of South Florida, Patience Williams. She just got done with a spectacular year at Florida SouthWestern, where she was named as a third team All-American in the NJCAA. And she just absolutely tore it up for the Bucks night in and night out, helping to lead them to a conference championship. I'm really excited to have her on here. She's a good friend of mine, and I'm ready to ask her some questions. How you doing?
Okay, I can hear you now. I'm good. How are you?
Doing good. How are the workouts going so far in South
That's
Florida?
good. So far, workouts are kind of tough, but it's getting us better and ready for the season, especially for the competition I'm going to be playing against. So it's good.
Yeah, absolutely. I've been looking at the schedule. Every time they update it to see what kind of teams you guys are going against. You guys got Texas Tech coming up, West Virginia, being in battle for Atlantis with some of the top teams, Oregon, U,
Mm-hmm.
and then of course you're going against the reigning national champs in Stanford.
Oh, we're
What?
ready.
Oh yeah,
We're ready.
I can't wait to watch.
I
Is there
can't wait
anybody
either.
that you're excited to play against? Anybody that you know, or are you just ready to go at them all?
I don't know anybody right now on any of the schedules. I'm probably excited to go against UConn because I get to go against Paige. From our hometown, Minnesota. We both from Minnesota, so that game's going to be very interesting and very good for us to battle against each other. It's going to be nice to see each other again, actually. So I'm ready for that, and I'm just ready for to get my first big college game on the floor and get a touch and feel of how things are going to go. So I'm ready for that.
Yeah, absolutely. You got to spend the last year at the junior college level with FSW.
Hmm.
Came in as a freshman, but really you ended up taking on a big leadership role for your team. Tell me, did that kind of happen as accident, or did you kind of realize after a little while, all right, I need to take a bigger role for my team?
I think starting off, I like because new school and everything. I started off as like trying to find my role. But as the season went on, I had a talk with Coach Ellis and Rabin, and they were like, patience, there's a level of talent that you have that you haven't reached yet. And for you to be able to reach that, you got to do this, this, and that. So, and I know that I want to go far and there's things that I want to accomplish yet. And going to USF is just the beginning of the things that I have to accomplish. And so take like just learning and just continuing from that role and like having that baggage, having come from Coach Ellis and Coach Rabin to just let me be able to dominate and do the things I had to do over there to get to where I am now was just it's what kept motivating me and kept like pushing me to do the best I can do and be the best I can be on the team.
Yeah, you had some crazy performances. Absolutely. I mean, me and you have talked about it countless times. You had
Hmm.
two games, two straight home games of 30 plus points and 18 rebounds. I mean, the first one was 31, and then the second one you just said, "Nah, I want to do a little bit better." So you went off for 32, just one more point. But I
Hmm.
mean, how about what was the feeling like during both of those games? Were you just feeling on fire to where
The
you just
feeling was it started with the energy with my team because I know we had a few games like we lost and it was like a game where I was like, yo guys, we got to go, we got to win these games, and like we were at a point in our season where it was like we need to win these so and so games so we could be able to get into the tournament. We got to win these so and so games so we could be conference champs. We got to win these so and so games. So for those games, it was just like I was so locked in and focused. Like I didn't know. Actually, I really didn't know how many points I scored until like probably like the fourth quarter. I remember I was making a free throw and I looked on the bench and I seen Keisha and Ro and Gio, and they're looking at me. They're like, "Patience, you were at 30?" I'm like, "Okay, now I gotta focus. I gotta make my free throw. I gotta make my free throw." And so it was good. Those like games like those, yeah. I don't really care about the points. I don't really care about the rebounds. I don't care about anything. I just want to win. I want to do good. I want to win, and I want to get my team to national champs. I want to get our team to the conference champs. And those games was just the energy and just shows how much devoted I am to the game that I've been playing for years.
Yeah, absolutely. Whether you're scoring 30 or 5 points, you always manage to make some kind of impact for your team.
Mhm.
Whether it was stat wise or just helping get them mentally ready. I could always tell that when you guys were in the huddle. You said
Yeah.
yourself, you guys lost a few games, and then you guys kind of went on a little bit of a winning streak towards the end of the season.
Mhm.
Got yourself the conference championship. What happened during that period of time that really helped the team shift gears, would you say?
That period of time was actually very huge for each and every single one of us because we had a team talk, we had a group talk, we had individual talk, and it was just like basically who really wanted it. Who it didn't matter the arguments, it didn't matter who we didn't like, it didn't matter if like the tension wasn't good, but all we knew was that when we stepped on the floor, we had a goal to do, and that goal was to win. So yeah, that really got us there. It was just our determination and goal. It didn't matter. Like we didn't have the best chemistry because in some games that we lost, our chemistry wasn't there. All our minds was not at the same place, but our heart was there. Our determination was there. Our fight was there. So that's what had us.
Yeah, yeah. You guys always had a lot of fight in you. Uh,
Hmm.
you're one of four players from this past season to go on to the Division One level. Shez, Amani, and then Gio. They're all going on to continue their career.
Hmm.
Uh, describe the difference in the talent. I mean, FSW had a lot of talent in itself, but
Hmm.
Florida is one of the best women's programs in the nation. Describe the difference between what you went against at practice last year compared to what you're going against already.
Over here, it's different, really different, really tough because most of these kids are international kids, and international ball is way different than how they play here in America, you know? So playing against them, and it's like, oh, I'm learning this move, I'm learning like the little different things. I'm learning how to run a little faster. I'm learning how to shoot my shot a little better, you know? It's just the little things that I'm learning from them is huge, and I know it's going to change my game for the better. So, yeah. That's really good. That's what I've been really going on. Especially one of my teammates now. Her name's Betty. I don't know if you heard of her, but we play the same position. So I've been learning like after her because when she's gone, that's the spot that I'm gonna be in. So like playing after her and like learning after her and what she's doing is huge. And surprisingly, I'm not a four anymore. I'm not gonna be in the paint anymore. I'm stretching my game out. I'm stretching my game out to the guard to do this. So like when I get on the floor, it's like, what do you know? I'm like, what do you think I'm gonna do? You think I'm gonna be in the paint? You think I'm gonna be out? You think I'm gonna do this? Like learning from these international kids, it's amazing, and I really like it here.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's always got
Hmm.
ways to adapt so you can improve, so
Hmm.
you're even more of a threat. I mean, like I said, you were a crazy threat. You were a third team All-American last year, player of the year, all state, and and you didn't even shoot a single three last year. That's the crazy part. You did all of that.
I didn't get the green light. He wouldn't give me the green light. If he gave me the green light, I'm telling you, Jay, I would have shot. I would have shot multiple times. I would have shot. I would have shot.
Oh, I'm sure. And now hearing that you're working on your shot, hopefully getting that green light for this season.
No, I got the green light. I'm telling. Just wait. Just wait. First game, I'm out. I'm shooting three.
I'm definitely excited to watch you play.
Hmm.
What's so I know you had quite a few. I understand you have quite a few offers coming out of FSW. What was it about South Florida that really stuck out to you that made you want to stay in the Sunshine State for the Division One part of your career?
I would say, to be honest, at first, I didn't want to stay. I mean, I didn't want to go to USF because I still feel like I had more to do at Florida at FSW. I feel like I still had more to learn and more to grow. But talking with the coaches and talking with like the teammates here, it was like get a feeling, especially when I got here to visit. I got a feeling like, yeah, this is where I belong. This is my start to where I need to be. This is a start to where I need to be. And hearing that from Coach Jose, like he's played with international. He knows the overseas. He's been through it all, and like hearing him that he's able to take me there and get me to that goal that I've been trying to reach for so long was amazing. And then especially when I got here, it was just like this is where I need to be. You know, I finally got to step in the gym because when I came to visit during COVID, I wasn't allowed to be in the gym. So like getting in the gym for the first time, it was like a fresh air, you know? It was like, yeah, this is where I belong. This is where I'm gonna go. This is where I'm gonna take this school far, you know? So yeah, it was just that first insight.
Yeah, that's awesome. I'm really
Hmm.
happy that came to that decision. I'm glad to hear that you wanted to do more at FSW. I'm sure there's no doubt in my mind that last year obviously the year was shortened because of COVID.
Hmm.
With this year being a regular season, I'm sure if you had stayed at FSW, you probably would have broken record after record and done a lot more for your team. But
Hmm.
you know, now you're able to show your stuff off at the Division I level.
Hmm.
What are South Florida fans, what should they expect out of you guys this year? How would you describe what they should
They
expect?
should expect huge chemistry because like the season haven't even started and there's little things that we're doing that like wasn't there before, you know? And they should expect lots of energy. They should expect a lot because I'm bringing a lot to the table, and the new girls, the other freshmen I come in with, I know they got a lot to bring into the table, and for all of us, we all have that same hunger, you know. We're not like, oh, okay, yeah, we won conference champs. No, it's not. Yeah, we won conference champ, but now we want to win the NCAA tournament. You know, winning these games is not going to be enough until we get that ring on our finger. You know, so the hunger, the fight, yeah, we're gonna be good. We're gonna be good.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like I said before, one of the best women's programs in the country.
Hmm.
You guys had, a couple of good freshmen coming in. You guys had a few transfers from Memphis. One
Hmm.
of them, I believe, is your friend Betty, correct?
No, Betty's been here. The two transfers is Dulce and Ariel.
That's right. That's right. Yeah.
From Memphis.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, Betty, I do remember. She's one of the returners. Yeah,
She stayed the extra year.
yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. I remember looking at her stat. She was a real good rebound. She actually reminded me a lot of you stat wise. But so that is good that you're learning from her a lot.
Hmm.
And so, uh, I'm honestly really glad that I got to talk to you on here. You were one of the first ones I wanted to do this interview with. So thank you very much for doing this with me.
No, thank you. I appreciate it.
All right.
Anytime, anytime.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to be tuned in. I'll be keeping in touch with you throughout the season.
All right, thank you.
All right.